We are back now. The network is pretty stable now. We can get started with things. Okay. Can we all hear me? Very well then. Sorry for the interruption and the delay, something we just can't control when it happens due to some issue with the service provider. So I welcome you all on board. Turn the time with tutorial 20624, and in today's tutorial it happens to be the continuation of the course PHL305. And just before we get started, for those of us who are new to the stream, let's ensure to subscribe to the channel. Let's ensure to turn on the notification bell so you don't get to miss out on any of our recent uploads. And most importantly, if you haven't gotten the access to the private class yet, you're missing out on a lot of important resource that will definitely prove useful, all right, in the preparation of your forthcoming exams. And how do you become a member? All you need to do is to reach out to us on our official website on www.tutorio.net. Find the WhatsApp button in the top right corner and use that as a direct message on WhatsApp. With this being said, let's go straight into today's class. Now, according to the thumbnail, okay, it says disobedience, all right, and the description says civil disobedience. But just before we talk about civil disobedience, and the likes, I'd like us to quickly touch on political obligation. All right, that's where we're actually supposed to start from, based on the fact that we stopped based on the fact that we stopped at that particular subtopic in our last class. So without further ado, when we talk about political obligation, these are two different words, political and obligation. Now, you know what politics is all about. Talk about political activities, discuss that in details, and we'll talk about obligation. These are certain actions required from a bearer, from an individual or bearer, certain responsibilities, certain actions which must be carried out. Now we'll talk about political obligation. We are simply referring to the ethical obligations. All right, political obligation. These are the ethical, all right, not just any kind of obligation, but ethical obligations. Ethical obligations, all right, of citizens of a particular state. Now, these obligations are to be carried out. These obligations are the responsibility of a citizen, the citizen of a particular state, all right, or a country. Ethical obligation of a particular, now of citizens of a particular state or country. Now, these obligations basically are to obey the authorities and laws of the states. It is the obligation of every citizen in as much as you want to stay in that state, country, society, what have you, in as much as you intend to stay, then it is a must that you, all right, it's a must that you observe, you perform the obligation of obeying the rules and regulation, obey the authorities and laws of that state which you are a citizen of. Failure to do this definitely will attract certain repercussions. All right. So we have that of that. So let's move straight away to tonight's class. All right. Although we have certain contributions from different scholars, but time won't permit us to cover all of that. So let's move straight away to the concept of civil disobedience. What is the concept of civil disobedience? Now, when we talk about civil disobedience, what are we talking about? We are simply talking about a non-violent act. Civil disobedience is considered a non-violent act. This act, all right, is a kind of act that portrays the